Hi guys, we're finally back with The Walking Dead. Awesome, man! This episode was amazing. It was like it's like something that we never really got in season five. If you guys remember the Terminus storyline, which was short lived, unfortunately, but man, wow, this kind of shows how good The Walking Dead is has been for the last two seasons right now. Man, like Jesus, this episode. It's like what we should have got back in season five, like early season five, with the Terminus people. They kind of washed them, and there wasn't really something to fear, in my opinion, compared to the comic ones. And man, this group in this returning episode of The Walking Dead season 10C, which is kind of a first. Man, these are like the comic book hunters that we never got in the TV show. Because basically, in this episode, we get to see Maggie in like a full episode, which is awesome. Because we haven't seen Maggie in a full episode since season 9, episode 5. Rick's last episode. Yeah, this is like the first time we're getting to see her fully again, and we kind of see that she's with like a new group, but she kind of explains that something happened with this group. We also get we also hear that Georgie, she was still around, so that means we could see her again, which I'll discuss later. And the twins as well, if you guys remember the twins, yeah, because she basically did something with them, and it seems like she helped made things, but then things kind of went downhill later on when this group came along. Yeah, there's always a there's always a group that doesn't like what you're doing and has to kill people. No rest for the wicked. Yeah, Borderlands 2. Yeah, but man, this was such a good episode. Like, man, in that scene when they're in the woods and they're just getting picked off. Like, it's like something that we should have got so much in season 5. It's oh man, when I go back to that season now, I'm just gonna be like, man, this is what we should have got. Like, it was so intense, when they was in the woods. Like, damn, that was a crazy scene. That one of the last scenes, yeah. But yeah. Also, Kelly, she gets a lot of focus in this episode because she's trying to find her sister, Connie. My favorite new character, since I don't even know when. Yeah, but yeah, Connie has been an awesome character, and I'm happy that Kelly's getting some spotlight right now. And going into the last season, I want all of them to get spotlight because that's going to be the final time we probably see them. Because in the spin off, I don't know if we're going to see, you know, I don't know if we're going to see all of these characters again. Like some of them, most of them, I'd say. I said some we'd see again, but others, I don't think so. Yeah, sadly. In like Carol and Dell's spin off, like maybe we'll still sometimes get to see the group again, but yeah. Because basically at this point, when Maggie comes back, she finds out that Hilltop's gone. I bet she kind of feels like she's to blame for that, for not being there for him. And the kingdom's gone as well. It's just they've lost two communities, and the only thing they have left is like Alexandria. It was kind of broken from the wreckage that Beta left, but I'm surprised that they can actually recover Alexandria, because I was thinking like that place was done for. Well, that's how it felt like in that episode when Beta attacked. Yeah, and little Judith defended herself with Mick's revolver. That was a cool scene. Oh yeah, we get to see some dialogue with Judith and Maggie, because yeah, we get to see Judith and Maggie together just talking about their loved ones. Yeah. Like Maggie definitely talks about Herschel a lot, and I mean her dad a lot in this episode, because like a lot of her life lessons she learned from Herschel, and that's why she called her son Herschel, which we actually get to see little Herschel. Or when I seen Herschel, I was like, oh damn, the feels. He just looks so much like Glenn as well. Damn. Oh wow. Yeah, man, this is the thing. Instead of the Walking Dead World Beyond, like they should have did something like after the Walking Dead ended, but they probably didn't even know like they was gonna end the show. But safely did. They should have did something where like these legacy characters right now, like Judith and Herschel, they should have been the ones that got their own show and maybe still have some of the storyline that they've been doing in World Beyond. but done better with some of the writers that they have right now. Because man, these writers right now are doing such a good job. Like, I'm definitely at the point where I'm saying like this is probably the best The Walking Dead has been in like ever. Yeah, man. It's just with season 6, they did zombies well, the walkers so well that I just don't know if that season will ever be beaten. But man, these storylines, these character scenes, oh man. And when Maggie sees Negan is out of his cell, like she's just like, oh, she just wants to put an hour in his head. Like seeing him out, like, and then Koa explains that they needed him to win the war against the Whisperers because without him, like they wouldn't be able to get Inside Man to sabotage the Whisperers and take out the leader. Even though he did help destroy Hilltop, which oh damn, just so many things to make Maggie want to kill Negan. Yeah, because if that was me, I'd never let it go. Well, if that was me, I'd probably kill him if he could some die. Loved him, yeah. So I know how she feels, man. I just don't know how it's gonna go with Negan in a TV show. Because in the comics, he does live and gets a happy ending, but TV show it might be different. Yeah. Because by the end of the comic, they kind of make Maggie feel like a bad guy, and I hate to say that. Even Herschel feels like a bad guy, and the legacy for those characters is kind of messed up in the comic, and it's kind of one of the endings that I didn't really like, apart from spoilers for the comics when they killed the Wick. Yeah, that's one of the things I didn't really agree on. And what they did with Maggie and Herschel in the comic, yeah, making them seem like the bad guys with the way how they do things, I wasn't really a big fan of that. Yeah, because Maggie basically took the power that Wick would have had if he was still alive. But yeah, she kind of took charge. Yeah, but we'll just see what to do with these characters in the TV show. I can't imagine how they're gonna end them. Yeah, because I don't want Maggie to become an unlikable character. Because even if she does kill Negan, well, what I want to happen is, say if Negan has to die, I don't want him to get like a sacrifice death, like maybe he's saving Herschel or something. Like that's how I like if Negan has to die. That's how I think I. That's how I think like he should die. And even though like the feelings would be very complicated, it's like when they're discussing about like what they think of Negan, it's very complicated because he did help him win the war, but then he did kill their friends a long time ago. Yeah, for us it's not as long, but for them that was like 6, 7 years ago, something like that. But still, killed like the best characters, man. Some of the best characters, Glenn and Abraham. So yeah, and of course she's not gonna move on from losing her husband, especially when she's got a son that looks exactly like her husband and probably wears the same cap as well. I guess she kept that cap. Because I was thinking, whatever happened to Glenn's cap? And we finally see it on, Herschel. Is just like, oh man, the feels. It just takes me back, man. Just seeing him on the tree and stuff. I was waiting for him to say like, "Hey, dumbass" or something, like what Glenn said when he first met Wick. When Wick was in the tank and stuff. Yeah, brings back so many memories when I first watched the show back in 2010. Yeah. Hmm. Okay, so I'm going to talk about everything that happens with Connie and this mysterious character, which we do learn his name. But man, when I seen him, I had to say like he looks like flipping Dwayne, Morgan's son, like so much. He just looks like an older version of him, the same hair and everything. Like, well, not exactly the same, but he definitely felt like Dwayne, man. Even though he has a completely different name. Is it Jediah or something? I think I'm saying his name on. And then the other guy is called Cole. These are basically, Maggie's people. We do see some other ones, but you know how things go for them with these hunter-like characters, which they're called the Reapers, by the way. Yeah, they felt more like the comic book, hunters than the ones we got in season 5 with the Terminus people. Yeah, man, just it was so intense. Like it was done so well. Like man, if they actually implemented those scenes in season 5 the way how they did it in this episode, man. Like, if we had these writers, oh, if Angela Khan was in charge, oh man, damn, it's a missed opportunity. But oh well, at least we got to see something cool like this in near the end of the show's life, which it just makes me wish the show wasn't ending as well. Oh, but yeah, that character with the mask, he definitely made me think of Dwayne. He just looks so much like him when he finally took off his mask as well, because he's kind of bonding with Kelly because Kelly, she's trying to look for her sister. She even wanders off from the group, and Maggie kind of bugs her for that. But then she kind of explains what she was trying to do. Because she basically tagged along with Daryl and Maggie and them to look for her sister, because they're kind of going on the way to Alexandria, but it's kind of dangerous. And Maggie's also looking for her remaining people as well, and Herschel, but they kind of get in danger when the Reapers attack him, and that's when Maggie gets worried as well. But yeah, with Kelly, she kind of bonds a little bit with the guy in the mask. I can't say his name properly, so yeah, the guy in the mask, because he basically lost his sister to the Reapers when they attacked Maggie's community, where she's been staying this whole time. Yeah. So he kind of knows what Kelly's going through, because she has no idea if sorry, what the hell? Yeah, she has no idea if her sister's alive, and we do get to hear it. She does share a story with Maggie about her sister and stuff. How her sister always looked out for her and kind of shared her life with her as well. Like, she was always there for Kelly. Yeah, even though they both have disabilities, like at least they was there for each other. For everything they was going through. Yeah. So yeah, it was good to have each other. And now she doesn't really have a sister right now. We know that she's alive with that guy who Michonne was with at the end of her story in the show in season 10, episode 13, right? Yeah, she's with him right now. So yeah, I just wonder if they're gonna find Connie and that guy in this part of The Walking Dead season 10C. Or should I say the end of the season? Yeah. I just don't know how that's gonna go. Like, if they're actually gonna find Connie, or they're actually gonna make us wait until season 11, the final season. I'd rather them reunite in the last episode. The last episode, he is Negan, so that's probably gonna be fully focused on Negan and finally meeting Lucille. So yeah, maybe episode 21. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I definitely liked Kelly's moments in this episode, getting to see her use the slingshots and emotional moments. Well, we've got some emotional moments from a lot of the characters, especially Maggie. When she's talking about her dad, mentioning Glenn and how they should have went to this place with each other, but she took Herschel instead. They got to have some peace. There was barely any walkers. It was like they was in heaven, really. And it sucks that Glenn wasn't there with his son and Maggie. Yeah. Alright, so I'm just going to talk about the guy who attacked him. This Reaper guy, and it was just one guy who picked off some of Maggie's people as well. Damn. Did he burn them all as well? But yeah, it seems like he's a special trained soldier, but just we don't really know where he's come from. But just to think that one guy was doing all of that, damn. And for the type of skills that he has, it kind of makes sense how he's been able to survive the apocalypse. Yeah, like seeing a special unit, but just one guy this good. It's like he was like a commando or something before. But they eventually gets to overpower him, because we do see him taking out more of Maggie's people from the group that she has, that fell. She's trying to get the rest of them to Alexandria, but then this guy's just picking them off still, and he's trying to bait out Maggie, because he's basically like taking out of Maggie's people, and she's trying to make Maggie get out of her spot, but she just kind of loses him. But then one of her people still point out where Herschel is, because she's worried about Herschel as well. Yeah. But they're able to overpower him, even though Maggie does get in a situation where she's trapped. But everyone else just runs up to him, and Maggie's able to get free, and then they have him at gunpoint, and Maggie has a crossbow at him as well. She does shoot him there, which you can see. Yeah. And Maggie's trying to get answers before they kill him, but then he kind of secretly has like a grenade hidden, and he shows the pin, and then that's when they get to cover, and then he just explodes. Like, what the hell? What is this guy? Oh my god! But yeah, that was an incredible scene. It was crazy. But yeah, I'm just gonna talk about one more thing. Then yeah, I guess I'd rate the episode. Yeah, because I haven't really rated episodes yet, so maybe when I well season one of The Walking Dead is like that's easily a 10 out of 10. Every episode a 10 out of 10. Yeah. This episode definitely a 10 out of 10. Like just wow, better than the last episode, which was supposed to be the finale, but since The Walking Dead's ending, they gave us extra episodes. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna talk about Herschel because we have to. All right, so there he is, little Herschel. It just looks so much like Glenn, and I am thinking like if that actually is the same Cap. And there's also like a story, when Dell was talking to Maggie about because Herschel does ask about his family and the bad man that killed his dad, and he asked like if the bad man got killed, but she yeah, because we all know it's Negan, so yeah, that's probably hard for her to answer. Yeah, the thing she's had to do by herself. But yeah, Georgie and the twins, those characters from season 8, who we was introduced to, I guess they're gonna make a comeback because they kind of helped Maggie find this group that she was helping this whole time. Because it seems like they needed Maggie's help, so that's why she decided to stay with them instead of going back to Hilltop. Because she probably thought like Hilltop was fine. She didn't think like anything was gonna happen, but the whispers came and just yeah. It's sad to think about everyone that died and Hilltop getting destroyed. Tower. Jesus. Yeah, everyone, man. But yeah, it was good to finally see Herschel. I just hope he's a better character. He goes up as a better character than what he becomes in the comic. What it seems like he becomes. It just seems like he's I have to say, an asshole. But in the TV show, I just hope. After seeing him, I just hope that doesn't happen. Oh, it's so cute. But yeah, it was good to see Herschel, Glenn's son. He looks so much like him. Alright, so that's my review of The Walking Dead Season 10, Episode 17. An incredible episode to return to, and it kind of shows why it's still my, favourite show of all time. Just an incredible episode. Like, the writers, I applaud you. Did an incredible job. Yeah. I just wonder how Negan feels by the end of the episode when he sees, little Herschel knowing that he killed his father and stuff, like what Maggie is gonna like, what Maggie is actually gonna do. Like, he's probably kind of worried that man, she's gonna kill my ass. Like, who knows what's gonna happen? Like, what Maggie's gonna do? She'll only do something like if Negan steps out of line. Like, if she has like the perfect opportunity to kill Negan, I feel like she's gonna take it. For now, she's gonna be fine living on the same roof as him, but not too close, obviously. Yeah, so there's probably more heated conversations to happen with, her and Negan. Yep. Imagine Herschel killing Negan, that'd be crazy. Oh my god. He is my favourite character, but yeah. If Maggie wants justice, like, I'll obviously be fine with it, but yeah. It'll be sad, but like I said, I just want him, like, if Negan is gonna die in the future, I'd want it to be a sacrifice death, like saving Herschel or something. Herschel or Judith, yeah. Lydia, maybe? I don't know. Mm. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the first episode. Returning back with season 10C. Hope you enjoyed the review. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.